Welcome back to the Texas AK-47 channel again. We're going to continue assembling this Mini B. I'm going to try to make some shorter videos. The last couple were way too long, so we're going to stick to short and sweet. So please, if I'm going too fast, it's because I'm going to try to make this short. So we're going to discuss the difference between a slipper clutch and the Eliminator. So the slipper clutch has your gear with a friction pad in here. The friction pad is what the clutch will grip on when it spins. When this spins, it will turn the input shaft on your gearbox. So put this on here real quick just to show you. Skirt. All right. So this is the stock slipper clutch assembly. It does not want to go on right now. There we go. And then your gear goes on like so. Then your other disc goes on. And what this does is it has a spring that goes on this gear. And then you have a screw right here that you adjust. Or a nut, not a screw. So you adjust this nut down on here once you get lined up correctly without cross-threading anything. There we go. So you have the spring on there. When you tighten this down, you apply spring tension. All right, the more spring tension, the less it slips. The less spring tension, the less it slips. So what happens as you race is this will slip a little bit, and it will cause inconsistency in your driving, which some people like this. And if you're racing on big jumps or out in a rough terrain, yeah, you would want this setup. But hot racing makes a metal disc that go on here. These metal discs have small holes. So when you clamp this down with the spring, those small holes will help give you more friction, so it will slip less. And they look awesome. I don't know how much they really help. I've never tried them. I normally go with the Eliminator and eliminate this setup. So if you want to go with the hot racing, it looks good. They're not very expensive. They look cool. They might help a little bit. If anybody knows how much they help, please respond. But if you don't, oh well, we can say they look cool, worth upgrading. So sometimes this little friction disc right here will glaze over and it will stop being a friction disc and your clutch will start slipping. No matter how tight you get it, it'll start slipping. Well, you do have a kit made by Losi right here that comes with a new gear and friction disc. But what I like to do is go with this Hackfab Eliminator. The Eliminator works with the older gears that are made for the Mini 8. But the problem is this stock Losi gear will not work with these Eliminators. The Eliminators can only go with the Mini 8 gear. And that's because the Mini B has 6 sides and the Mini 8 has 8 sides. Okay, I'm going to go from the stock gear ratio of 18 to 60 to 18 to 58. This is the hot racing gear that I'm using. And this is the part number from Hackfab for the Eliminator. And see, it goes with a Mini 8 spur. And you can get several different gears from hot racing that will work with this. And these are steel gears. The steel gears are going to be an upgrade from the plastic gears. All right, I know I said rotating mass is not good in your drivetrain, but on these gears it won't make a huge difference. If you want to see what the weight is, I can weigh them real quick. Get that out of there. All right. So the stock spur gear is 2 grams. The new spur gear is 11 grams. So it's actually a huge change in weight, but I don't think it will affect it too much. Now the stock slipper with this slipper clutch, 2 grams versus 3 grams. So the Hackfab is 3 grams versus the 2 for stock. The hot racing is 2 grams. So it's the same weight. Oh, yeah, it's 2 grams. It might be slightly half a gram heavier, but I doubt it. It's pretty close. They're aluminum. Not a lot of weight. They look really good. So when you put these on, this is your gear. So if you look, the Hackfab Eliminator fits in there perfectly. All right, here's the other side. So one side of this, I'll show you once I get this in here. All right, it's in there. So one side of this will have a notch. The other side does not. So on your input shaft to your gearbox, you have a hole. This metal pin goes in that hole, and the notched side of your eliminator will go down on it. Like so. That looks really cool. They work really good too. If you're running an eliminator, you need to be able to adjust your brake. If you can't adjust your brake because you didn't choose a good enough radio or transmitter, then you want to run the hot racing slippers. All right, once you get this on there, I still use a spring because a spring allows for some heat expansion, because this stuff does get hot and you do have heat expansion. I've seen people run just a lock nut down on it, but I still run the spring. All right, that's your eliminator. Looks really good. All right, I will provide a link to all the parts used in this quick video. Please like and subscribe if you like these videos. I'm going to try to make a lot of shorter videos because I think they're better. Give me your comments below. And if you don't like my videos, please stop watching. If you do, like and subscribe and watch the next one. I appreciate you.